It's about 8 p.m. and I think in about an hour and a half, the sun is going to set. And I really like trying to aim to be going to sleep when it's just got dark. Sometimes it is later than that, depending on how much work I've got, but that would be my ideal scenario. So what do I do to help me unwind and feel ready to go to bed and get my beauty sleep, which is also so important for you. I know this is going to sound boring, but this is something which isn't very sexy, which doesn't cost a lot of money. In fact, it costs nothing, but it's very important. It is sleep, getting good quality sleep, going to bed early, and especially for females, for our hormones, for our endocrine system, so we feel hormonally balanced, so we don't feel like basically crazy, stressed and anxious, ravenously hungry the next day. Like, sleep is so important. It's the most important thing you can do for your health. It's the most important thing that you can get started on in your health journey, your fat loss journey, your fitness journey, whatever it is, in your anxiety journey, if you want to try and feel like more mentally better, whatever it is, it's the most important thing, because then everything else will fall into place. Because when you feel really well rested, your body functions properly, your brain functions properly, your hormones are more balanced. Like the next day, you just feel like you can take on the world when you've had a good sleep. So I know some of you guys out there have like young babies and toddlers, and I completely get it. For 5 years, half a decade, I had interrupted sleep. I was breastfeeding through the night, both Kara and Karma. I was an all-night diner. So back then it was a little bit different, but even then I tried to get as much sleep as I could. Like, it's better to try and get a little bit more sleep during that time than not enough. So you have to be kind of disciplined. So this is what my evening routine and the things that I do to help me feel rested are like. So first of all, I will put the kettle on, and I'll start boiling the kettle to make a nice herbal tea. Now, some herbal teas that you can have could be like chamomile tea, or you can get like tea bags where they're like a nighttime mix, so they already have all the herbs in it. Like, you can get nighttime ones. For instance, this one was from Monaco, so it's a French brand, and it's got like chamomile in it, cinnamon, vanilla. Have we got another one in here just for an example? No, you don't. Unfortunately, we ran out. You can get nighttime blends, and we always buy tea which is organic and which is also in unbleached, non-plastic bags. But I do also like loose tea. Loose tea is amazing. So this is chamomile flower. Look how gorgeous that looks. That's also very good in your luteal phase to help you calm down. And then you can buy these. You can probably get these off Amazon. I bought this in my local health food store though, and that's what you can steep it in. But actually, for me, what I'm going to be making is, this is a French brand. I don't know if you can get it in the UK or elsewhere. We probably won't have this one on the site, but this is a nighttime blend, and it's actually got CBD in it. Look at the herbs in here. It's so interesting. Like, what is that? So it's got like chamomile in it, got some CBD. It smells very herby. I like this one, it's very relaxing. So I've been having a little bit of CBD in the evenings to help me unwind, because when it's the summertime, and also when I've got a lot of projects that I'm going to be working on in the evening and that, and sometimes after a busy day with the kids, especially if there's been like tantrums and stuff, I kind of feel a little bit wired in the evening. So this is really important for me. I'm one of those people where I need to calm my body down. Bless you, Mia just sneezed. So I will make a herbal tea, and that's my first part of what I'll do to help me calm down. That hasn't even boiled.
Mum felt the rage. I did think when you put it on, you know what keeps happening is because there's another cable kind of like in between, so then it keeps not actually boiling. You've got to like check this. It's not on top, sitting on top of the cable.
It is, I think.
Yeah, that's what keeps happening.
Yeah, there's a cable.
When there's a cable in between, it doesn't boil because it can't.
Sorry guys, that was so annoying. Sorry, right. This kettle drives me crazy.
Someone felt the rage.
Anyway, right.
Rage.
There's nothing worse than when you feel like waiting for the kettle to boil, and then you pour out your tea.
Really
okay guys, right, anyway, but then I'll show you my sleep stack or supplements which I'll take. I know some of you guys will be really interested in this. We have these on our website, Glowing Healthy. Glowing Healthy is my online health store. We're going to have some amazing articles on there, and it's a website where it shows all of my favorite health, wellness, beauty products that I love and that I trust and that have transformed my life. So this is my sleep stack. The number one is apigenin. This is really good for sleep and calming you down. It's also got longevity properties to it. Apigenin. It took me a long time to know how to spell that. This is from Time Health. Then we've got L-theanine, which actually is in matcha. It's the calming compound in matcha. So drinking matcha won't actually do it because matcha obviously has some stimulating things in it like the caffeine. But the reason matcha is so different to coffee, how it makes you feel, is because the caffeine is kind of like blunted or like
contrasted,
offset with the L-theanine in here. So this is really good for mental clarity and sleep support. Supports calm and focus, and it actually is a natural from green tea as well, so it's really good for you. I think you need 2 of these. 2, yes. I usually will take these like an hour and a half, 2 hours before bed. Have 1 apigenin. I love these because all of these products are actually from like natural food sources. So this is from grapefruit, this one is from green tea, and this one is magnesium. And magnesium is really good for helping your body relax, especially if you're under a lot of stress. It's a muscle relaxer. Magnesium is really alkalized into the body and really helps you calm down. So this one is really good, and it's magnesium L-threonate, which is a clinically studied formula which actually is really bioavailable and things like that. So this is the magnesium that you want to be taking. So I'm going to have that. So I'm just going to get myself some water, just a little bit. Now, if you're a person who, if you drink any liquids before bed and then you'll need a wee in the night, I wouldn't advise doing that, so I wouldn't have the herbal tea. Now, because we're living in Spain and it's quite hot here, if I have a herbal tea a couple of hours before bed, it doesn't disrupt my sleep. But when we were living in the UK, it would. So I probably would have this like at least 3 hours before bed, not right now. I just want to point that one out because that's really, really important for sleep, is like working out things how you can get a really good sleep without getting disrupted. So I'll help you.
How did you take that all in one go?
I don't know, I was trying to show off. I need to be a bit careful. So that is my little trusty sleep stack. Darren will sometimes take these as well if he's doing a lot of computer work and he wants to really unwind. Really, really good. Especially if you're going through a period if you're going through a period of time where you're feeling a bit stressed and wired, I think it's really important to like take, you know, to offset it and do some self-care. So you might not need to do this, but if you're that type of person, especially if you have to do some work in the evening. But I'll show you some things, like what other things I do to help offset if you have to do some work in the evening or like to help you wind down. So I'll take you upstairs, guys. Follow me. So come into the sleep chamber. That sounds weird, doesn't it? That's so serious and sinister. So come into my beautiful spa bedroom. I love this. This bedroom, when we first came here, moved to Spain, Darren was thinking about having his desk in here, and I said no. I said no because I want this room to be only about sleep, relaxation, and just things that are calming up. So we don't have a TV screen in here, and we also don't have a desk or anything like that in here. So I want my brain, when I come in here, to associate this room with relaxation and sleep and with less distractions. So I have this neon diffuser here where you put essential oils in. The one that I love for bedtime is ylang ylang. It's the most beautiful, sensational scent. It's really floral, but also it has loads of good properties to it, which helps calm down your nervous system, helps with anxiety. It's just really, really soothing, and it smells divine. It's also an aphrodisiac, which also can work in other ways as well at night time. Sorry, Mia. So I'm going to, sorry, why is this not working? Well, you know what I mean. It's a very good bedtime one. So it helps soothe you, calm you down. It's a very loving essential oil. I love essential oils, guys. So I put this on and then it diffuses. There's some water in here and I put like 6 drops in it. And it fills the air up with the essential oils of this. All the particles, all the compounds, essential oil will go into the air and you'll smell it and you breathe it in, and it's really, really good for you. I love essential oils. And then, as you can probably tell, we have our red light bulbs on. These are non-flicker red light bulbs. So regular bulbs, one, not only do they flicker, which is very stimulating to the brain, even though you can't visibly see it, your brain can detect it. but it also, there's a form of red light which is mimicking the red sun, like the red light from the sun when the sun
like a
is setting.
sunset.
So it's very, very calming. It's not stimulating. Normal white lights, which are like those bright white ones, are very stimulating, and they actually stop your body from producing melatonin. Because my aim now is not only to get calm and rested and relaxed, ready for bed, but also to help my body start to produce melatonin, which is the hormone which helps you go to sleep. So these red lights are from Block Blue Light, and they're called twilight bulbs.
I love these.
100% blue and green light free, no flicker, and also low EMF, which is really, really important. So we put these on at night time. We also have these in other areas of the house. So in winter time, when the sun sets early, if we're downstairs, or the family, we have these to use. But obviously, because it's summer now, I didn't need to turn the lights on down there. But in my bedroom, I will close the blinds now. I'll close the curtains. I'll put these on, and it's getting my body like ready, knowing that the sun is setting. So I'll use those, and then with all that smell and everything is lovely. And then if I now, because obviously during the day I can't really do any work because I'm looking after Karma and Koa, so any like projects and work I have to do, I only have like a couple of hours in the evening to do it. And ideally I will stop looking at a screen at least an hour before bed, but whilst I am doing something, I will make sure that I've put my blue light blocking glasses on, so any blue light that is being emitted from my screen won't stop my body from producing melatonin, because blue light blocks melatonin production, which is the hormone that will help you feel rested and go to sleep. So I'll put these on, and then along with the red lights, which will help, I also, where is my phone? Mia is currently using it, but I have shown you this in a video, but then I will make sure that I've put my phone in the night mode. Is that what it's called, Mia?
Yeah, night shift mode.
Night shift mode. So
and the screen brightness down.
And I'll turn the screen brightness down, so when I'm using my laptop or my phone, then also my phone has turned off the blue light bit that it emits as well.
Yeah.
Or it's turned it down quite a lot, so then it's quite reddish. The screen looks orangey. And then along with this, that really is good. I have found that if I don't wear these, I then feel a little bit too stimulated. So I've noticed the difference. I just used to use my phone with the nighttime mode on, but then when I added this on top of it, I did actually notice a big difference, which is really good. So I'll sit here in the evenings, I'll do some posting, do a little bit of work, and then once I've stopped doing my work, which like I said, I try and aim to do it at least an hour before I'm planning to actually go to sleep, I'll read some books, I'll write in my journal, I'll do a little bit of planning, things like that, while sipping my tea. And then I will like clean my teeth, do my oil pulling, all of my like beauty, self-care routine. And then just before I'm ready to go to sleep, obviously I'll turn all the lights off and things like that. But then I have my eye mask, which is very, very important for me, because it blocks out any light that is coming from outside into the room, whether it's moonlight, whether it's like residual light from the sun setting, or if I'm trying to go to bed and the sun is up still, street lights, any type of light really like affects me. But I think it's just because I've gotten such like a good like state with my sleep that my body is just responding really well to things. Like it means that I'm really hormonally primed. So if my eyes or whatever, my eyes detect any light, it will think it's like the sun rising. So that's why it's really important to have this. And it also makes me feel like I can switch off more. I just love it when it's completely dark. When the room is 100% dark, I just feel like I can just rest properly. It's amazing. So I put this on, and then also I'll put some mouth tape on as well. I'm using this tape which Senna uses. I do also sometimes have these mouth tape which are the shape of a lip, which are really, really good, by the way. They're called by a brand called Drift. I've actually run out of those, so I'm using this one. The Drift ones are really, really good because they just cover your lips. They don't go all over the skin, whereas Darren, because he's got a beard, he's got like these ones called hostage tapes, and they're really, really strong. I tried them on my skin the other day, and it was too harsh on my skin because they're meant to be going like on facial hair, like on a man's skin. So I use this, and this really helps me have a deep restful sleep, because then I'm breathing through my nose. Nasal breathing is the correct way to breathe when you're like got your mouth open in the night and you're breathing through your mouth. You have a worse sleep, and I just wake up feeling so more refreshed of this. So that is my nighttime routine of like my sleep stack of vitamins, all the things that I do to help me feel rested, get in a good place to sleep and have like a beautiful sleep. Also, sometimes I forgot to mention, sometimes I also sprinkle some ylang ylang on the pillow as well.
I do that, yeah.
And then if I can, we also have a window open at night, so fresh air is coming into the room, which helps keep you cool. Also, the fresh air is really good to help you nasal breathe, and it's just like fresh air obviously is better than stale air, isn't it? And then I also, if you want to know, I'll give you another little thing what I do. I love side sleeping. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, this mask is by Block Blue Light as well, the same as the light bulbs, and I love this one because it's for side sleepers.
Nice.
So it doesn't dig into the side of my head, because I sleep with a pillow in between my legs, like this.
Comfy. Good night.
Good night.